So today we'll be discussing about Kashmir in the month of December. So this video is pertaining to the month of December 2024, and in this we'll be discussing in depth about the weather, the road condition, the places that you should be visiting, and most of all, what is the kind of clothing and gear that you need to be carrying when you're traveling to Kashmir in the month of December. So number one, when it comes to the weather, it's already started to snow in Kashmir. So when you're in planning and going to Kashmir in December, keep in mind that it is going to be snowing in most parts. I'm not sure whether it will snow in Srinagar, but in Gulmarg, Pahalgam, and even in Sonamarg, it will definitely be snowing. Carrying thick woolens is mandatory. If you do not have thick woolens, you can buy them in Delhi or you can buy them online. But do not travel to Kashmir thinking that you will reach there and then you will buy woolens, because it's not going to be helpful. You might land there and fall sick with the weather, and your entire trip will be curtailed because you do not have the appropriate clothing. You can always go there and buy additional clothing of winter wear if you like them, but going without any winter clothing is going to be a disaster. Now coming back to the weather, the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between 10 degrees to 20 degrees, while the night temperature will range anywhere between minus 10 to 5 degrees depending on where you are. Now keep in mind that at this temperature it can go to even minus 5, but it's not necessary that it will snow, but it is highly possible that it will snow in Gulmarg, Pahalgam and Sonmarg. The only place that experiences light snowfall is Srinagar. So when you're planning on going to Kashmir in December, make sure that you acclimatize well in Srinagar before you head off to places like Gulmarg, Pahalgam and Sonamarg. Now, what are the road conditions like? The roads are very well made, so you wouldn't find any kind of potholes or even bumpy roads along the way. These are smooth roads going all the way, because these roads are taken care by BRO, which is the army organization. So the roads are very well made because of defense purposes. It's only the thing that you have to keep in mind before you go to Kashmir is that prepaid network of any kind doesn't work over there for security reasons. So you need to have a postpaid SIM card. Postpaid SIM card of BSNL, Jio and Airtel work best. Vodafone is horrible in this part. So if anyone in your group has any of these three postpaid networks, you can always create a hotspot and travel around. If you do not have a postpaid SIM and you do not want to take one, you can always definitely recharge a data pack onto the driver's SIM card and you can use that, but that's going to be a little bit of a hassle because the driver is not going to be with you throughout the day and journey. Now when it comes to the places that you should be visiting, my personal recommendation is that you should be definitely visiting Srinagar, and you should be staying in the houseboat in Srinagar for a real experience of the lake. You should be visiting Gulmarg, Pahalgam and Sonmarg. Gulmarg and Pahalgam are two places that you should definitely be staying a night each in each of these places. Without that, the experience is incomplete. If you're planning on visiting anything beyond this, keep in mind that you will need more than 7 to 8 days, because you can get stuck in places which are more remote because of heavy snowfall. Even though it snows heavily, the roads are always generally open. Now when it comes to the activities in the month of December, you can definitely try skiing. You can also go for high altitude treks, but trekking is for those who have experience of trekking in this altitude in the summer, and do not try going trekking without enrolling with an organization, because no matter how good a hiker or a trekker you are, this is not the time to be going trekking without any assistance. Now when it comes to the food, you will get veg food all over Kashmir. It's just that the veg food in Srinagar is really good, while in other parts is also very good, but the options are limited. When it comes to non-veg, mutton is the delicacy all over. The Rogan Gosh along with the Vazwan are the things that you should be tasting and having when you're in Kashmir. Ideally, when you're going to Kashmir in December, you need to be planning for a minimum of 5 nights, 6 days, because anything shorter than this would make you travel every day for long hours, and that's not really enjoyable. Because keep in mind that when you're planning this trip, it seems very easy that everything is doable in a matter of 3 nights or 4 nights, but when you go there, you'll realize that you spend so much of money on your flights and your stay that if you had to spend say 5 or 10 or 15,000 more just to stay a couple of nights more, it would be totally worth it. Reason being because you just get a day or two where you can just laze around and enjoy and soak in what Kashmir has to offer in the month of December. By doing a rush trip, you are negating the fact that in winter it's pretty hard to wake up in the morning. Even if you keep an alarm for 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, it's not that easy to wake up even at 10 o'clock because it's so cold that you just want to be hidden inside your blanket and stay cozy. The minute you get out, it's pretty hard. Now, my golden tip for traveling to Kashmir in the month of December is avoid having a bath every day, and even if you want to have a bath only in the daytime between 11 to 1 a.m. Anytime after that, it's going to be extremely cold, and that's when you're highly you're risking yourself to fall sick. And falling sick in this environment, keep in mind, it's going to ruin your trip and everybody with you, because once you fall sick, there is no way that you're going to recover till you get back home, because it's only going to get colder each day, because this is where winter is going to get closer and closer to its peak. Now, if you have any further queries about Kashmir, you can leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be happy to help. If you're interested in enrolling for a Kashmir trip, we have a trip happening from 21st to 26th of December. You can click on the link in the description and you can go directly to our website and you can check the 3 plans based on how you're enrolling with a group, solo or couple. Now, if you still are unsure about going to Kashmir, drop a comment or decide based on what you feel. Till our next video, stay safe, stay happy.